You can go to the Patreon link in the description of this video to receive instant access to the entire course with either a Tier 2 or 3 subscription, or by purchasing the course individually. Alright, let's talk about the topic of how to choose a steel guitar. The first thing you want to look at is the situation in which you're wanting to play. A lot of times you have guitar players that are picking up a steel as a second instrument. So it kind of depends on what you're doing. If you're going to be playing just for your own enjoyment, or if you're going to be playing out in a band, then you would probably need to look at a more professional type or more professional priced instrument. Now, the majority of the guitars that you see now, or the majority of things that you're hearing on recordings, is using a E9 tuning. And I would probably recommend at the outset to get a single neck guitar that has 10 strings and 3 pedals and 4 knee levers. Now that's going to be an E9 tuning. They have double neck guitars, but you get into weight factor because they weigh more. You get into a price issue because they're going to cost you more. Like I said at the outset, the majority of the things that you're hearing and probably most of the situations which you'll be playing will be on an E9 tuning. The price range gets into whether you're buying a new instrument or a used one. So I would say probably the very minimum would be around $1,000 up to probably about, if you're going new, up to about 3 to 4. Some of the places that you can check out for instruments would be either like your local music store, online, or eBay, or there's a site that we use a lot and we reference a lot here. It's called the Steel Guitar Forum, and that's just mostly geared to steel guitar players. Now, when you go on there, you can ask questions and read some of the topics, and it seems like all the dealings I've had with them have been good, been positive. The ideal thing would be able to sit down behind the guitar and play it and look at it, but it's probably not going to happen, in that there's not a lot of steel guitars like in music stores and things like that. So you're pretty much going to have to go online to get it. Now, if you're playing in a band or something where you're going to probably do it like as more than just as a hobby, I would say that you would need 3 pedals, 4 knee levers. If you're just wanting to get into it like bare bones, they have, a lot of times they'll have a student model guitar, which is a beginner guitar that may have 3 pedals and 1 knee lever. Now, or you'll see that to manipulate the guitar, the tuning and the strings, they're talking about pedals and knee levers, and that's actually what's changing the chords and the notes of the guitar. So as the guitar gets more advanced, a lot of times you'll have more pedals and knee levers. But saying all that, the majority of the things that music situation you'll run into, you'll be able to cover that with 3 pedals and 4 knee levers. As far as brands, and I may be remiss, I may miss some, but there's Justice guitars, there's Mullins, there's MSA, Rittenberry, I think BMI, GFI, ShowPro. There's lots of people, like I said, if I miss some, it's just an oversight, I don't mean to, but there's still quite a few manufacturers of guitars, and a lot of them do offer a beginner type model. So you'd be able to maybe get into the instrument at I'm not going to say cheap, because it's not going to be cheap any way you look at it, because another thing you have to look at, it's an amplified instrument, so you have to have an amp, you have to have a volume pedal, you should have a volume pedal, and bars and picks and chords. So you're going to be, that's what I'm saying, your commitment level. If you really want to do it, then that's just going to be one of the aspects of it. You're going to have to pay some money. But I know there's electric guitars that are, they normally start around a decent one, probably $400 or $500 up to $4,000 or $5,000. So for a handmade, which a lot of components and parts on it, there's a lot of man hours into building them. So it's really not that bad once you break it down that way. It's a great instrument. You'll get a lot of enjoyment out of it. It's very unique. It's very expressive. So hope this helps you, and hope you get you a guitar and get to picking. Alright, hope that video was helpful. Now in our next video, we'll be looking at the equipment that you'll need for your steel guitar. But first, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our supporters on YouTube and Patreon, especially our Tier 3 supporters, Jim, M. Medlock, William, Philip, Arthur, and Douglas. So thanks again, and let's get picking.